What's going on, everyone? Rudy here with the Retro Universe, and we now officially have some emulation apps that we can have on iOS devices. Apple recently enabled that option now, so now people are able to go out and, put out apps that you can use for emulation. So I got the iGBA app here. We'll go ahead and show it. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and go here, and it is called iGBA right there. So we're going to go ahead and launch it, and the way you add games to it, unfortunately, it doesn't come with ROMs added, so what you have to do is you have to go into your iCloud drive, and you can do this on the computer, which is where you have to do it, and you can go ahead and add ROMs to your iCloud drive. You can put them in a folder, but what will happen is after you have added them, you're going to go to Files on your phone. So we're going to go to Files. And what you're going to do is you're going to look for where they're stored. Let's clear up here. Come on. So say, for example, they're stored here. And then you're just going to click on the ROM. This is where it's going to end up storing all your ROMs, actually. And then your save files as well. And you'll just click on them from here. And it'll add them to this section, so they'll all be available on here. I hope this is focusing, because that's going to be really bad. And it does have in portrait and landscape mode. It also does work with the backbone controller. I don't have any other, I'm sure a Bluetooth controller will work, but it works well with the backbone controller. There's only one issue, and I'll mention that in just a moment. But let's go ahead and show real quick here what the interface looks like. We'll go ahead and launch. Let's just launch Pokemon Red. So you get your interface here, and what's really nice, what's really nice is you do get haptic feedback whenever you press on any of the buttons. So that's kind of nice. It's a nice little tactile feel that you'll get. So you actually feel like, you're moving. It works with the diagonal stuff too. And here you go. You can see my save already on there. So this is one that I just started on here. And yeah, like you can totally play the game in this way if you don't have a controller, so it works fine that way. I could imagine the GBA games to be a little more difficult because it has the little options for the left and right at the top. But yeah, this totally works. And then if you were to put it this way, you can play it like that as well too. So that's really neat, a really neat option. I haven't seen any options as far as being able to change the display. For example, for it to change to it being like on a Game Boy Color or something, but so what you do from here, you can hit menu, and you got fast forward, you got save state, load states, cheat codes, and sustain. So we're going to go back here, and let's launch a GBA title. And as you can see, the same thing. You got the button layout right here on the bottom. Here's for your L and R at the top, and then if you want to put it like this, it'll turn into these kind of controls, which, if you play a lot of mobile games, you're familiar with. What's really neat though, like I said with the backbone controller, is you could connect it to this and it'll hide those controllers right away. And then you could just play like this. Only problem is, this is the PlayStation version, but it works with the other one that's the Xbox One as well. Come on, go down. Is that it reverses the B and A. So it puts A here and it puts B over here. Which, if you're used to playing PlayStation stuff, I guess it makes sense. The X being the, input and circle being the back button. But if you're more used to, like, the Game Boy stuff, just know that these are reversed. And there's no way to switch them. Also, this is your start and select buttons. And then if you want to get to the menu, you just press this one here. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's pretty bare bones. There hasn't been really any options as far as, like, skins. And see, the whole layout is gone when you have it connected to a controller, which is, again, that's still pretty neat. But yeah, like I said, it removes the whole layout when you have a controller. I'm sure it works the same if you have like a Bluetooth controller connected. But if you want to go ahead and play GBA games like this, it's totally doable. I was playing Golden Sun for about an hour and a half yesterday, and it totally works well. So it does have save state options, and then the settings is pretty basic. I'm going to show you guys here. So you have your play frame skip options, prefer external audio, Intro animation just shows the iGBA app before you start any game. I turn that off because it's kind of pointless. Autosave, a home page that just comes up. And then controller opacity, vibrate on button press, haptic levels, and then use a second screen. So ideally you could connect this to your TV using AirPlay and still play on the controller, which is really neat. I haven't tried that out myself, but that's a pretty cool thing that you can definitely do. So, yep. So yeah, that's the iGBA app, guys. Like I said, you're going to have to add your own ROMs to it. If you have them, I'm not going to show you how to get them, but you can go ahead and do it that way, and then you can go ahead and put your games. And if you have existing saves, those work as well. It worked for me, so that's really cool. That's going to do it for the iGBA app on iOS. Definitely check it out. Even if you don't have a controller, you could play with touchscreen controls. Take it easy, guys.